I had a friend that I was like, do I recommend this book to her or is that insulting? Because I feel like she could really relate to it. Hey guys, it's Keegan. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my, what month is it? September reset. In these videos, I like to make some goals. I like to plan. I like to review my budget. I like to clean. I like to go over some of my favorite products. Basically, just reset for the month ahead. I love doing this with you guys. Let's just get into it. My favorite thing that I do with these videos is do some goal setting. You guys know that I love goal setting. I love a goal. I will not do anything unless I have a goal. So I use this spreadsheet. I got it off of Etsy. I always talk about this. I paid $2 for it. I'll link it down below. I didn't make this myself, but I'm a really big believer in small little daily goals rather than like these big grandiose goals that are hard to meet. I always like to start by reviewing my goals for the past month, see how well I did, and then make some new goals. So let's look over my goals for the month of August. I'm filming this on the 29th. So the month is not complete yet, but like close enough. My first goal was to wake up to my alarm. I did that almost every day. Pretty proud of myself. I also wanted to do my morning skincare routine. I think I did that every day. Sunscreen as well. I used to never apply sunscreen. It was always something that I forgot, and because I added it on here, I genuinely believe that's the reason that I've been so good applying sunscreen. Gratitude. I wanted to just in my head, whether I say it in my head, say it out loud, write it in a note to my phone, write it on a piece of paper, list just a couple of things every day that I'm grateful for, that I'm thankful for. I thought that I would just improve my attitude, my mood, and just my overall outlook on life, and I will say it honestly did. There's a lot of times where I forgot about it, so I think I want to add it to next month, September's goals, but I had like a reminder in my phone to remember to do it. This is so embarrassing, but I ate out every day but 7 days out of the month. Ooh. I will say this does include eating out with friends. A lot of the times with these goals, if I don't accomplish them or complete them in a way that I feel satisfactory towards, I will bring them over to the next month. So I'm going to tweak this one a little bit and bring it over for September. I'll show you guys when I review September's goals that I'm setting for myself. But yeah, I did eat out quite a bit. You guys will see in my budget that my eating out was way more than my eating at home. However, I did go on 2 trips in August, so I think that may be a really big reason why. Drinking 3 water bottles. I also think the fact that I traveled a bit added to this as well. And then eyelash serum and nighttime skincare routine. I pretty much did this almost every single night. I forgot to bring my eyelash serum when I went on that trip, but I'm pretty proud of myself for that. Like, I think the ones that I succeeded on the most, morning skincare routine and sunscreen, and then nighttime skincare routine. I was talking about this, but a lot of times I just will go to bed and just skip my skincare routine because I feel lazy, and I really don't want to do that anymore. I really want to make skincare a priority, and I feel like in August I really did make it a priority, so I'm pretty proud of myself for that. I kind of just breezed through these, but I'm not too upset with the goals. I think that I honestly did better than I normally do. Normally there's some goals that I completely flop on. I've never gotten 100%, but I also don't expect 100% for myself as well. I thought we'd go down to the monthly goals, so I set some kind of like one-off goals for myself as well, not necessarily daily habit. I went to the Eras tour and I just wanted to have a fun time. I didn't want to let any like outside sources get in the way of just having a fun time, and I think that I did that. I had a really great time. I'm so glad. I did a vlog of the Eras tour if you guys are curious, but I love Taylor Swift so much. I can't go a single video without mentioning her. Ow, ow, ow. I just hit my funny bone on my laptop. It like went down my whole arm. Whew. But I had a great time with the Eras tour. Another thing was I wanted to hang the art in my living room. If you guys watched my vlogs, that was a fail, but I did do it. I did. I also wanted to go on at least 1 date, and I did that. I also wanted to go on 1 friendship date, and I also did that. So I'm pretty proud of myself. I feel like the month of August, I was really putting myself out there, at least trying to put myself out there. I'm not perfect, and there's definitely still some room for improvement, but I feel like I really did try. And that's all you can ask for. 2 things that I didn't do was I wanted to find a morning meditation and affirmations like podcast to listen to. I always complain about this and I need to stop complaining about it, but the person who lives above me is really fucking loud. Like, them walking around in the morning getting ready for work wakes me up. They woke me up at 4 a.m. this morning. Why were they up at 4 a.m.? I have no idea, but I was also up at 4 a.m. and I wanted to find something where I could put soundproof headphones in and listen to in the morning. Something positive. I tried it one day and I realized that I just didn't like the sound of someone like talking in my ears right when I woke up. I didn't like it, so I didn't really look for one that I liked. I did get earplugs to sleep in at night to hopefully that would help. It didn't really help too much, so at least I tried. I just realized like a morning meditation affirmation podcast wasn't really something that I wanted to listen to right when I wake up in the morning. Even though the idea of it is great, I just don't like the sound of like a person blaring in my ears, because I had to have it loud enough so I wouldn't hear whoever lived above me. I also wanted to talk more on TikTok, which I don't really feel like I did that much. I could improve on that. Let's go over to my goals for September. Sometimes I have more goals than others, and a lot of the times my goals will be transferred over, so I still don't feel like I really did as well at gratitude as I wanted to, so I put that on there as well. The other goals, like I said, like morning skincare routine, sunscreen, things like that, I feel like I did really well on that, so much so that I don't need to check it off every day to encourage me to do it. I think it's hopefully just going to be part of my daily routine, and if it's not, then we have October where we can add it. Posture stretches. If you guys have been watching my videos for a while, I had this New Year's resolution where I wanted to get the splits. There has been absolutely no progress on that. Absolutely none. If anything, I think I'm less flexible now than I used to be. I hate stretching. I hate it so much. It is so painful. Never want to do it. I decided that is no longer my New Year's resolution because I just do not want to do it anymore. However, I'll talk about this throughout the video, but I learned in August that I have an issue in my spine, and so I really want to start improving my posture to help out my spine. And so I want to find some stretches for, I'm like trying to improve my posture talking about this, for better posture. So I want to do some posture stretches every day. I feel like those are not as intense as trying to get the split stretches, so hopefully we'll see how that goes. I also feel like I didn't really do so great at drinking water, so I wanted to do that as well. And when I say like drinking 3 water bottles, I mean like Stanleys, not like the little like plastic water bottles. I mean like I want to drink like 3 big things of water a day. The no eating out, I think that I want to change this to no eating out alone, because I feel like I don't want to prevent myself from making plans with people so I can achieve this goal. So I think my kind of rule for myself that I want to follow at least is if I'm gonna eat out, I want it to be with somebody else and not just on my own, not just getting like takeout or going through a drive-through alone. And if I am hungry when I'm alone and I have no food, then I can go to the grocery store. That's something that I did like 2 years ago where I created that rule for myself. It saved me a ton of money, and that's something that I want to do this month. I also want to pick up my apartment like at least once a day, maybe just like clear off my kitchen counter or my bathroom counter, or pick up my shoes, something like that. I feel like I've been kind of getting my apartment into a little mess, and when I clean my apartment and when I pick it up, I feel like a better version of myself. I feel a lot less overwhelmed, so hopefully that is something that I want to do. And then I just want to like keep encouraging myself to post on TikTok. I enjoy posting those, but sometimes I get in my head about it where I post and I'm like, is this annoying? Am I annoying? And I want to get out of my head and just start doing things that I enjoy, and I enjoy making videos, so I hope that I get out of my head. And then I also have some monthly goals. I want to decorate for fall and Halloween. I don't think it's ever too early to decorate for fall and Halloween, so I think that I want to decorate for fall end of August, beginning of September, and then decorate for Halloween end of September. I genuinely love decorating for the holidays so much, so I'm really looking forward to that. I didn't really have too many monthly goals. I feel like September was just not like an eventful month, if I'm being honest. There wasn't anything that I had going on. I was looking at my calendar and I was like, there really isn't any events. In August, I had the Eras tour, I had stuff going on. September, not so much. I also want to find stretches for my posture thing. I totally have a typo there. Oh, oops. But I found a 14-day Pilates challenge. I've heard that Pilates is supposed to be really good for your back and for recovery and things like that. So I want to try a 14-day Pilates challenge that I found on this app called Form. And I really want to say that I'm going to do it and actually do it. I a lot of times will not follow through with things. So hopefully I'll follow through with this. And then I want to bake like one fall item. I get really excited for the season changing. Even though in Arizona, we don't really have fall. We have maybe fall for a week. Our leaves don't even change until December. I'm really looking forward to fall. So I want to kind of christen fall or like welcome fall by decorating and by baking some fall treats. I kind of want to just like have more fun monthly goals, not so much I need to improve on this, I need to do this, I need to be better at this. Sometimes I just want to set goals for myself of like, this will make you enjoy this time of your life more. So those are my goals. They're not super hard, intense goals, like I said, but they're things that I feel like could, like looking at the posture stretches, trying to improve my posture. I don't even know if this is what improved posture looks like, but my shoulders aren't so like lean forward. We'll see how these improve my life, and we'll see if I stick to them. Next month when I do my October reset, we will review these and see how well I did. But again, I will link this spreadsheet down below for you guys from Etsy. I did not make this myself. Next up, let's talk budget. So I talk about this all the time, but I have a budget spreadsheet on my computer and I track every single expense. Again, I always say this, but my budget isn't necessarily a budget. It's kind of just an expense tracker, so I can see where I spent, where I saved, everything in between. So I always like to share this with you guys, honestly, because I'm nosy and I like to see how other people spend their money. So I'm like, why not show you guys how I spend my money, you know? Nosy girlies unite. This is the pie chart that I make of all my spending. So my biggest category was standard expenses. That is my rent, that is my utilities, that is my phone bill. Like, it's kind of everything that I expect to pay that I typically have monthly bills. And this one was the biggest category because I had to pay for my car insurance and my health insurance this month. I also had to pay for oil changes. That's why it was a big category. Normally, I'm pretty happy when that is the biggest category because that means that I didn't spend a ton in other areas. However, because my health and car insurance was in here, I don't really know about that. The next biggest category, what is this? Clothes. Okay, so I did a really big haul of clothes. I feel like I hadn't gone shopping in in a really long time for clothing. I felt like I was wearing the same clothes over and over and over, and I made a really big purchase of a bunch of clothes, but I'm planning on returning a lot of them. So it kind of gets confusing when I don't return something until the next month. So technically this piece of the pie would be smaller after I do the returns. I just haven't done that yet. So that is something to keep in mind. I did make a big purchase on clothes, but that was something that I was aware that I was going to do. I had been saving for a while because I knew I wanted to buy some new clothes. I got this shirt, isn't it cute? Next thing was travel. I went on 2 trips in August. I went to LA and then I also went to Chicago. I don't normally travel that much, but again, it's summer, so I feel like people are traveling more. I had really fun on those trips. That was also something that I was budgeting and saving for, so I'm fine with it. Next biggest category was business. I have a business where I sell to-do lists. That could be shipping labels. I also had to update my PO box, which was a little expensive, so that was another thing. Next thing was health. I have therapy, and then I recently learned that I have an issue in my spine. Kind of talked about it in one of my vlogs, but I've been going to like a doctor every single week for it, so that obviously made it go a little higher. One thing that I'm not super happy about my spending this month is how much I spent on takeout and eating out. I will say, because I did travel, that was added into eating out. Normally I like for my groceries to be a bigger piece of the pie than for eating out, so that's something that going in the next month I want to be more aware of, to not eat out as much. Expenses that I know that I'm gonna have next month: I have to pay Q3 taxes. Taxes don't get taken out of my income because I'm a 1099 employee. Do all 1099 employees get taxes taken out or not get taxes taken out? I don't get taxes taken out, so I pay quarterly taxes. And then TPT taxes is sales tax on my to-do list business. Yeah, basically I'm gonna be paying taxes, which I know is going to be a pretty big chunk. And then I also added clothes returns on here because I know that I'm going to be returning some of these clothes. I do think that I don't have as much going on in September. Like, I was traveling a bit in August, so I think that that will help me save some money as well. And then the returns, so hopefully September is not a month where I spend nearly as much money. Next up, we are going to clean my apartment. Sometimes I deep clean my apartment and sometimes I just do a nice little pickup, but I like to start the month off with a clean apartment because I feel like it gives me a little fresh mind. I added this little section to my monthly reset videos last month and you guys seem to really like it, so I thought I'd share with you guys some of my favorites for the month of August. I genuinely cannot believe that August is over. It has flown by so fast. Like, saying that even feels weird. I feel like we're still in June. I feel like we're still in March, honestly. But I wanted to share some of my favorite products with you guys, whether it's makeup, skincare, reading, clothing items, just anything that I've really been loving this month. I wanted to include in this video, and I will have them all linked down below for you guys. First and foremost, we have this hair oil. This is the Miel Rosemary Mint Scalp and Hair Strengthening Oil. I am on my hair growth journey. I don't necessarily want my hair to be longer, but I want it to be thicker and fuller, especially in my hairline. And I started using this. You guys recommended it to me. This stuff is amazing. I have noticed my baby hairs are so much longer. I'm getting new baby hairs. I'm sharing more about my hair growth journey in my weekly vlogs and then on TikTok as well. But this stuff is incredible. I use this probably twice a week before I shower. I'll put it in my hair maybe like 3 hours before I shower, scrub it in, let it sit for a while, and then I will shower it out with shampoo. I've really noticed like my baby hairs are just starting to like thicken and get longer, and I'm getting a bunch of new baby hairs. I will keep you guys updated on this journey. I think I've been using this for 3 weeks now. So far, I'm really loving this. I've seen a bunch of mixed reviews as to like people with my hair type, if this is the right product for them, but I am noticing a huge difference. I love it. I'll link all this stuff down below, like I said. I also wanted to share this palette. This is the Air Goddess palette, the Forescope Air Goddess palette by Benefit. It's a little wad of blushes and some like highlight toppers. I am obsessed with this. I was talking about this in one of my weekly vlogs where I felt like I never could find the right shade of blush for me and the right placement of blush for me. What I've been doing is mixing Dandelion and Georgia. So this is like a light baby pink and this is a little peachy color. I mix them together and I kind of place them almost like at the top of my cheekbones. I've loved this so much. I feel like this is the perfect shade for me. And then this is like a little blush topper. It's called Blaze. Very subtle. It's like a highlight blush topper, but I think it just like adds a nice little glow and luminosity to it. I feel like I've been looking for a blush that I really like, and I really like combining these two. I don't know if they still sell this, if I'm being honest, but if they do, I'll link it down below, and if not, I'll link these blushes separately down below. I really like this. Also, Benefit's blushes have really good color payoff and they smell really good. So overall, I'm a really big fan of this, and I feel like I've been just looking for a product like this for so long where I could feel happy with my makeup, because I always felt like whenever I do my makeup, blush was the one thing that just felt so off that I feel like I can never get it right, and I love this and I'm so happy I found this. I'm gonna be so real with you guys. I did a sponsorship for this product. This video is not sponsored at all. Of course, I would never ever do a sponsorship for a product that I don't like, so I just wanted to like give that disclaimer that like, yes, I did do a sponsorship for this, but I still love this product regardless, and I'm not getting paid to say this, that I like this product. This is the Tanologist Daily Glow. It's a gradual tanning lotion. Essentially, I just apply this like my regular lotion every day, and it just like kind of gives myself a little tan. I will say I forgot to do it on my chest, so my face doesn't really match my chest right now, but I love this stuff. This is the brightening one. This one has vitamin C, niacinamide, and cherry extract, so there's some skincare benefits in it as well. I just really like that it's kind of a 3-in-1 almost. I'm moisturizing my skin, I'm getting a tan, kind of a fake tan, and then there's also like skincare benefits for this. I really love this. You can get it at CVS. It's a nice big bottle. It smells really good. I feel like it smells kind of like fall. Like it's definitely more of like a fall scent than a summer scent, which I think going into fall is really nice. But I want to be tan. I just honestly hate self-tanning. That's something that I've realized. I don't like the idea of like exfoliating my whole body and scrubbing it once a week and then having to sit in my tan overnight and then having to shower it off in the morning. Like it just feels like such a freaking hassle. I wish I knew about like these tanning lotions before. They have a bunch of different ones. This is the one that I've been using. I use the medium to dark skin tone one. Even though I'm not a medium to dark skin tone person, I just always go for the darker one because if I'm doing it, I'm gonna go for it. Like my skin tone is not naturally this tan. I do have like a farmer's tan, if you guys can tell. Highly recommend this. I wanted to show a clothing item that I've been loving. This is the skirt that I have from Princess Polly. It's just this white skirt. I also own it in black. This was sitting in my dryer for like 3 days, so it's kind of wrinkled right now. I've always felt really insecure wearing skirts. I don't know what it is. I think that the way that a lot of skirts sit on me, it kind of makes me feel insecure about my stomach. I love this skirt. I wear this with almost everything. I feel like it elevates every outfit. I like the slit. Not necessarily sexy, but like it adds more skin. But this is like a long enough skirt that it covers a good amount. You know some skirts where it's like, oh, I can see her butt. This is not one of those skirts where you can see someone's butt, but the slit is really nice because it shows some leg. It also makes it easier to walk in. I've never been a skirt person and I love this skirt. I took 2 trips this month. I went to California and I went to Chicago, and I brought this travel backpack for both of them. This is from the brand Base. I love this thing. I think this is the perfect travel backpack. It's made for traveling. I like this big pocket right here. I always put my liquid. Oh, that Ziploc baggie is unzipped, so everything just kind of fell out. It has this nice big Ziploc baggie. No, sorry, I don't know why I'm like struggling speaking in this video today. It has this nice front pocket. These zip all the way down, so if you want to use it just as a carry-on, I don't want to like open it all the way up because I do have stuff stored in here. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Just full send it. If you want to bring this just with your clothes, there's this option, and then there's also some nice compartments on here. I just think this is really convenient for traveling. It also has a little laptop zipper pocket in the back, which I think is really nice, and then it's padded. And my favorite part about it is it has this little thing right here that you can put on top of your suitcase so you don't have to have it on your back the entire time, and then these pockets, which I think are perfect. I really love this backpack. Obviously it's made for traveling, but I just think it makes every single time that I travel a lot more convenient. The one downside that I will say to this is it's this like canvas material. It does have like this like leather at the bottom, but this canvas material does stain pretty easily, so that is something to keep in mind. But other than that, I really do love this backpack. Very last thing, I've gotten back into reading. I took like a huge hiatus from reading. I used to love reading for a while, and then I just couldn't get into any books again, and so I feel like I kind of stopped. My mom gave me her Kindle a while ago, and she has Kindle Unlimited, and I started reading the book Call It What You Want. This book, I saw it on TikTok, and it was a Swiftie who wrote this book, and so she put in like some subtle Taylor Swift references, and I was like, oh my god, of course I want to read it. I really like this book. I will say on Goodreads, some people were tearing this book to shreds, saying that like it wasn't good writing, that it was a horrible book. I liked it. You know when you like a book and then you hear other people like shitting on it and you're like, oh, do I have bad taste? I'm gonna say it. I liked the book. I like the subtle Taylor Swift references. I don't want to give too much away, but it was a book about a situationship. I felt like it was very relatable for people my age. I know so many people, thank God, knock on wood, I've never been through a situationship, especially one like that, but I feel like it was a very relatable book for people my age. I know so many people who have been through that exact same situation, and I had a friend that I was like, do I recommend this book to her, or is that insulting? Because I feel like she could really relate to it. But I liked the book a lot. It may not be Pulitzer Prize best writing, but I did feel like it was a book that tried to emulate what it's like to be in your early 20s, and it's a book that did it successfully in my opinion. Keep your expectations low because apparently a lot of people hated it, but I liked it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. But those are all of my favorites for the month of August. I will link all this stuff down below for you guys. Let me get comfortable in here for our very last little segment of this video. I love talking about my highs, my lows, and things that I'm looking forward to in the upcoming month. I feel like it always starts the month off with like a positive mindset of things to review. This month was a really fun month, but I also feel like at the same time it wasn't very eventful. It was honestly a really good month. When I was reviewing all the lows, I couldn't really think of that many, so I was like, wow, it didn't really feel like the best month of my entire life, but like nothing bad happened. So let's start off with our highs. If you guys haven't guessed it, what I'm gonna say, I went to the Taylor Swift concert. I went to the Eras Tour, LA Night 6 when she announced 1989. I still cannot believe that I was there. I don't know if I will ever realize that I was there. I will never shut up about that day. And I still don't think it's clicked that I was there yet. Another high that I have is that I feel like I've been putting myself out there more. I was kind of talking about this earlier with friends, with just things in general. I feel like I've been trying to say yes to more things and not back out of as many things, and I'm really happy about that. Also, nice weather. I live in Arizona, so August is normally a really hot month, and there was a weekend when it was super nice outside. We were eating dinner on a patio outside, which is unheard of in August, so I'm really happy about that. Also, another high is that I feel like I kind of finished decorating my apartment. Not really, but I got some like new pillows and I got this new print, so I am really happy that I'm kind of finishing up my apartment. I feel like my apartment now, I've lived in here for a little bit under 2 months, and this apartment feels more complete than my last apartment did in the entire 12 months that I lived there, so that makes me really happy. And then the last high is that I started reading again. I was talking about my favorite book of the month, and I forgot how much I loved reading and kind of getting back into hobbies. So I don't know, I feel like I've just been like investing in myself this month and prioritizing little things, so that makes me really happy. Lows, I talked about this kind of throughout the video, but I found out that I have like a problem in my spine, which my back is like hurting right now as we speak. It's a positive and a negative, because negative, okay, I have to deal with this, but positive, okay, I can deal with this, something that I'm aware of, and this is something that I can help take care of for the future. And it also makes a lot of sense of why I always have problems in my back and like always back pain. I didn't expect to have a problem with my spine. It's not as deep as it sounds. Like me saying that whenever I talk about it, it sounds like it's not that deep. And then things that I'm looking forward to, this is so embarrassing, but I am looking forward to Reese's eggs. I love Reese's eggs, and I am so happy that they're coming back. I love the holiday Reese's, so hyper fixated on those things, and I am really excited for them. I'm also really excited to decorate for fall and for Halloween. I just love decorating for the holiday. It's kind of funny, like I finally finished decorating my apartment now, and I'm like, okay, what's next? What are we gonna change next? Let's start decorating for the holidays. But those are really the only things that I'm looking forward to so far. I was looking at my calendar, and I don't really have much going on for the month of September. Like I don't have anything that I'm doing yet. The upcoming months, I'm like, oh, I'm going on a trip, or I'm going to this concert, or I have this plans with these friends. September, I don't. Looking at my calendar, the only thing I have on here is bills that I need to pay. It's like, this bill is due on this day, this bill is due on that day. That's all that's on my calendar. So I'm not looking forward to that, paying bills, but I'm also excited for like not a super busy month. I feel like I've kind of been like go with, first I was moving, then I had a launch for my small business, then I was traveling. Like I just feel like I was constantly on the move. So I think I'm probably looking forward to just relaxing in September and just kind of taking some time for myself. I would love to hear your guys' highs, your lows, and things that you guys are looking forward to. I feel like I'm kind of talking fast in this video. I don't know why. I hope that you guys liked this video. I love making these videos so much, and I love that you guys love me making these videos. If you guys have any goals or any highs, lows, things you're looking forward to, favorite products, anything in between, I would love to hear it. So please comment it down below. I love you guys so much, and I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!